Okay, today we're going to be discussing long O spelling patterns. So when a vowel makes the long sound, that means it's saying its name. So in the words that we're going to be discussing today, all of the words the O is going to be saying its name. But when we read, sometimes we have to figure out if the O is saying its name or if it's making the ah sound. So is the O going to say ah, or is the O going to say O? Now, our first spelling pattern just uses the letter O. And again, like we've discussed with our other spelling patterns, sometimes you have to think about the word and think about what makes sense and try the word again if it didn't sound right the first time. So our first word we have for the just plain old O spelling pattern is host. Host. H-O-S-T. And if I was looking at this word, I might think it says host. Let me make that darker for you. H-O-S-T. I might think that says host, but I've never heard of the word host before. So I'm going to try again, but make the O say its name this time, and I'll read host. Oh, well, I've heard the word host before. You could host a dinner party. Our next word is stroll. Stroll. I hear that blend in there. St. So S-T. Stir. S-T-R. That's a 3-letter blend. Stroll. S-T-R-O-L-L. Stroll. And I might think that this says strawl, but I've never heard of the word strawl before. So when I read it and I try again, I'll say stroll. And our last word is total. T-O-T-L. Like the total number of chickens in the pen was 8. And I've never heard again of the word tottle, so if I read tottle the first time, I might think, oh, well, that doesn't make sense. Let me try it with long O this time. Total. Oh, I know the word total. Okay, O-W. O-W sometimes says, ow! O-W and O-U both say ow sometimes, but sometimes O-W says O. It makes the long O sound. And a few example words are, we have crow, crow, C-R-O-W, like the blackbird, crow. We have the word known, known. And we talked about this word without the N, no. That word is something like that's in your head. Not no, you can't have that, but know that's something in your head. So known, well, that's a known fact. It's something that's in your mind. You know it. And then blow. B-L-O-W. Gonna blow the candles out. Now, if you were reading these words and you were looking at the O-W and thinking, O-W says ow, I'm going to read these words and make the O-W say ow. You might read crow, noun, and noun is a word, but that's not how it's spelled, and blow. Well, blow and crow didn't make sense, so you could try again with the long O, and then noun, you would have to know that the K would be silent, and that's also not how we spell noun. We spell noun N-O-U-N. That's an O. And it kind of says ow, but this says known. It makes that O sound. Our third spelling pattern is O-A. Most of the time when you see O-A, it's almost always going to say O, okay? So our first word example is coast. 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 We have the word soak. OA says O in the word soak. And we have the word croak. Croak. Okay, and OA in each of these words says O. We have coast, soak, and croak. Our last spelling pattern is O consonant E. And when we have a vowel consonant E, the E likes to jump over that consonant and make the vowel say its name. So our first example is the word tone. Tone. T-O-N-E. The E jumps over the N and makes the O say O. We have the word stove. Ove. Stove. And we have the word froze. 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 So that completes our spelling patterns. And you're going to have an assignment detailed below. So make sure that you read the directions for the assignment and you complete what I ask you to do, please.